It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by High Noon. We got it right here. We got watermelon, black cherry, pineapple, and grapefruit. It's all real vodka and real juice. I'm actually pop this open real quick. Would you care for one, John?
Sure, why not?
Martin?
I'd enjoy one.
How about a watermelon? That's what I'm
Malone.
having, so fuck you.
He wants them along?
Oh, you get watermelon too. And how about a little pineapple for you?
Pineapple is lovely.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
As I understand it, your roommate, your live-in partner, had several during Jenga the other day.
Dude, he had responsibly
had 7.
in 30. I couldn't drink 8 water bottles in 30 minutes.
I don't think I could drink 8 anything in 30 minutes.
Especially carbonated beverages when I'm standing downwind, because he just turned into a belching machine. He just burped.
Just watermelon
he
burps in
stopped
your face.
having words.
That
it was just
continued
guttural noises.
to watching football at night
At home,
as
yeah.
well. I was like, dude, you gotta go in your room. I can't watch this game.
I mean, he must when he's doing nooners like for a 4-hour football game responsibly. He must put down. It's incredible.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of the High Noon is that because it is real vodka and real juice, you're not drinking a lot of sugar. It's only 100 calories. You're not doing malt beverage. Those just sit in your stomach. It's like rots in there. But this is the real deal.
And it's delicious. And look, 3 idiots could sit here and tell you this. A Bella Danger the other day had a tweet that High Noon is better than blank, but y'all aren't ready for that conversation.
Oh, I think the world's ready.
I think the world
I think
accepted
the world,
it.
It's not even a conversation.
Right.
It's a statement of fact. Abella Danger also said she's looking forward to watching the Yankees.
That was bad.
What was the exact
I thought it was a joke at first.
Because the Lakers won, right? So she was like, now that basketball's over,
Now that the
the
Heat-
Heat
Heat,
lost.
yes.
She's a Miami fan, not an LA fan.
my
I can
attention
focus
on
all my attention on the Yankees. Hate to break it to you, Bella.
It's like 3 days after.
Yeah, it was a tough look. But she's right about the High Noon, as are we. Great branding, great can, great motto, great spokesman with the fucking idiot Dana, and great flavor. So go get your High Noon. Hashtag Nooners. Join the movement because everybody else, it's over for them. It's a wrap for them. We'll start off with last night, Thursday Night Football. Were you watching with Dana?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Tuesday night. But yeah.
Tuesday night. Sorry, that's the point. Is it's like the first ever Tuesday Night Football, and
Also the first time a game's ever ended in 42-16.
You're like him. You follow that score right
Little
down.
score. No, Sabermetrics quote tweeted. Barstool
really,
Sabermetrics
that
quote
does
tweeted
not
it.
seem like that strange of a score.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a bullshit
Like
score
20.
anyway.
What was that, Brandon Walker's 24-2? Something like that. He almost lost 24-4 or something like that. I could understand.
There's been a famous
42-16
It's not
feels very first time ever.
ever.
Yeah.
First time in, I think it's the 1,600 something score in NFL history.
That also seems like a low number to me.
Oh, I thought that felt high to me.
It's only been 1,000.
I feel
Unique.
like
Oh,
it is-
1,600 unique scores.
Yeah, okay, that's different. All right, so Tuesday Night Football.
we need
and-
to fire. That guy needs to be fired. The line of scrimmage guy. Did you see at the end of the
No.
game? It was 2 minutes left. I had the under, so no one else cared. It was a blowout. Tannehill clearly went 2 feet in front of the line, and just no one said a word. It was just clearly wrong. The blue line. I rely on the yellow blue line like nobody's
Well,
business.
that happened this
and that's
weekend in
what
college
pisses
football
me
too,
off.
right?
Yeah.
You guys were going bananas over
The
whatever
Boston College game.
Boston College.
It was like-
and so it's like 2 times in a week where, I mean, they
Oh yeah, I mean he's way past it.
Oh shit.
But-
Yeah.
was like-
Oh my
But
God.
here's the deal.
I mean,
but
that's insane.
that's I think our fight might be with someone different here because that's what's fucking bullshit. We have such advanced technology in tennis. We can go into the eagle eye and see exactly where the ball bounced, and then they always try and tell you the yellow line isn't official.
Yeah.
Yes, it fucking is.
But apparently
so
it's
just
not.
make it accurate.
Yeah.
Because the yellow line's official,
But
the
that's
blue
what I mean.
line's fucking official.
I've been hearing that for my whole fucking life, and then twice in a week it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what you.
I don't know exactly this situation, but the college football one was just like they had the line wrong, right?
So
like the call
wrong.
on the field was correct, but the line
Like
on
he
the
ran
on the
2
TV
yards
was-
past the yellow line, and it was like, all right, it's 4th and 1. It's like, what the fuck just
Yeah.
happened? We didn't have the volume on either because in
So,
Philly
yeah,
we
you
have
just
6
don't even
TVs.
understand
We're
it.
just yelling at nothing.
I mean,
When I was in 3rd to 5th grade, my science project that year was I wanted to fix how you could tell if the ball had hit the ground on a catch. And I used a fucking operation board, and I covered it in felt, and then I had a little felt football that I would touch to the metal, and it would go, and that was the science experiment. And I was in 3rd grade coming up with ideas like that. How does the NFL still not have this kind of shit
Fucking
fixed?
nerd.
you had this idea, or you did?
No,
you,
I did.
You
I
built
did.
that.
I built that. I mean,
Yeah,
I wrapped an operation board in felt. It wasn't an extremely.
Still, that's pretty.
A good idea.
You sure you did that, not your parents?
I mean, my dad definitely helped me, but it was my idea. And then again, it wasn't the craziest invention. It was just felt wrapped around an operation board.
You peaked
Yeah, still
way
pretty
too
good
early. Peaked way too early. Your ideas.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking good idea. My mom used to do all my projects, and she would knock them out of the fucking park. One time she took out all the Play-Doh. I guess this kind of works with walls and whatnot. It was a project on like plate tectonics and mountains and shit, and she built like the Earth's crust and everything. And I walked in like second grade. I was like, "Here you go. Like, what the fuck is this, man?" But yeah, I like that idea.
Thank you. I did that.
So
one,
how would
and
that
then-
work in real life?
Well, look, I don't know.
But so it would make a noise, or
I think now we would go usually just use the eagle-eye type technology where like the ball would touch the ground.
Yeah.
I don't think you probably need that. Maybe you
I
could
would
add
like,
it for
I would
sound
like a
effects.
full-blown electrocution, actually.
Yeah.
You know, like
It should,
the
like, you are
ref
right,
gets
though.
zapped.
The tennis play, we have such good technology for that. How do we just rely
How
on
can
this
we not
yellow
draw a
line?
yellow line across the field?
I
That's all-
also-
there are 2 posts those are the official spots.
Yeah.
Connect those with a made-up yellow line.
Yeah,
That's the official
do it.
Then
line.
you have to take it away.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You're saying actually put a yellow
No,
line
no,
on
no,
the
no,
field?
no. I'm saying the TV broadcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I agree. It doesn't make any sense.
What?
Bring out an actual yellow line.
I thought you would try and erase it.
Imagine if there was just like a rubber thing, and you just put that on the ground and keep moving it.
Like, man, we have
you
fucking
know.
2 guys running every time there's a first down.
That
which
is
still
pretty crazy too. That there's not just like you push a button and a post can pop up on
Yes.
every
Yeah.
single yard
Yes.
line. You know.
Like in soccer when they have set pieces and the ref comes out with like that fucking white cream
Yeah,
he sprays, just a yellow spray cream across
Do you
the line
remember
every
the
time.
one like wiggle lines when they were like
Yes.
painting it back on because the field was a mess and they
Yeah.
didn't even try.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
remember.
whatever, dude.
Also, last night, the big play of the day was Derrick Henry, to which I did a little research. Derrick Henry isn't nearly as big as you think he is.
Yeah, he's like the same size as you, right?
He's like Dan size. He's Marty if Marty started
Yeah.
doing push-ups. He's 6'3", 230. That's like
That's just not true.
It's like right, and like the thing is, like there have been
What are
obviously
you? 6'2", 240?
225, 230.
In your bra.
220.
220.
Get out of here.
I
But
mean, so you are roughly the same size as what Derrick Henry's listed at.
Yeah, and you can
That's
probably shave him down on listings.
Preposterous.
This is
Like listing, I usually shave an inch or 2 off and 10
But
pounds
so
off.
he must be shaved.
You think he's doing like the Kevin Durant?
I guess so, yeah.
Like
Like
I
he
mean, it
doesn't
doesn't
wanna
make any
be-
sense because there have been viral pictures, right, with the Ingram with Deion Lewis, who is notably small.
Yeah.
But like those can be not manipulated, but they can just be a weird angle, like they're moments
Yeah,
frozen in
yeah.
time. But on the football field, he looks
huge.
like a man
In
amongst
motion,
boys.
yeah.
Right. He looks like one of those high schoolers who's dragging 4 kids who should be in the
See,
band.
I had a tweet yesterday. It didn't make any sense, but I'm going to try and make sense in my words. That's why I don't look things up. Because I don't want to know that he's fucking only 220 pounds.
Right.
I
He
wanna
looks
know,
like
I wanna
Paul
think he's
Bunyan mixed with
260,
William Wallace.
6'7".
Why don't you want to know that?
Because it's just
more fun.
disappointing. It's
Yeah.
like way more fun thinking he's an absolute giant. But
Yeah.
he's kind of a pussy.
He's smaller than Dan. Like,
But I just don't think he is.
But he.
I think he's
mean,
listed. I think it's the very rare case where he's listed smaller.
You think
than-
he's
as
reverse
opposed-
listed?
Yeah, I mean he has to be because he's just huge.
I mean, he runs completely upright. I guess everyone else is playing low.
Like the numbers
But-
are
His
just
shoulder's
not right.
always back.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that he is. Like,
He's like high stepping rather than
Yeah.
running.
Like it's you're supposed to stay low when
Right.
you run. Like everyone
mean-
tells you that. He's just so high.
this whole discussion really is all just about trusting what people put in front of you. Trust the yellow line.
Yeah,
And you know what? With the tennis thing, by the way, I trust that the actual technology is real, but they just show you a graphic. You
Yeah,
know, like,
that graphic
like you
could
could,
be
you
any-
could have somebody just like type in, like just code it up and be like, oh yeah,
I'm like, why did you use the actual ball for this? Why are we fucking in a completely what was it?
made
What-
up screen?
What
like,
was the class you had to take? CAD?
I don't know what that means.
That's honestly why we kinda
computer
have a-
animated design or something like
Right,
that.
that's what it feels
Yeah.
like. It's just like someone just made an animation, they put it on the screen, they're like, it's in. I
We
don't know that.
trust absolute morons, and that's kind of why we have a job. We get to make fun of them all
Yeah.
the time.
Right.
It's like
and
these refs
that goes
are
all the way up to the flat Earth shit, where it's just like, well, all I've seen is pictures. I don't know where those pictures are from. I can't tell you that. I don't know anything more than those pictures. All right. Apple unveiled the new iPhone, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro Max, It's gonna be $1,200.
They're going too far with that already.
With what then?
With just the pros and the maxes. That's like when they started adding the letters to math. We were like, well, I mean, I can't keep track. Just go 12, 13, 14, 15. What do we need the pros, the maxes, the S, whatever for?
Yeah, I agree. Well, because you can sell one for $400, one for $500, one for $600, one for all the way up to $1,200, and it doesn't come with a charger or headphones anymore because of environmental waste.
Bullshit.
Fucking skunks.
I'm okay
You
with
can't
the
sell an electronic product without the charger.
Charger, I'm okay
Come
with
on.
the headphones. You could get me on that. The charger needs to be included.
Well, at least, but the headphones always were included, and now they're just taking it away. But I agree, that was kind of crazy it was ever included in the first place. That was actually kind of nice of them.
Yeah.
But the charger, I mean, what if I only had $1,200 to my name and I bought the fucking iPhone, and then it was like, you can't use it.
You'd be very bad at financials, for starters.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But also, this is a total scumbag move, the whole shebang. I have 17 iPhone chargers. Like, it would be nice to get another one free, but like, I have
No, but
a
don't
million.
they change?
I mean, unless they changed it. If they changed it again, then that's
But
fucking
also,
bullshit.
how about this? Maybe this is, I guess this ties into, so now everyone's phones are gonna break, because that's just how it works. Everyone's batteries stop working.
Mine's been going.
Yeah.
They slow played it this time. Yeah, mine's
coming.
been fucking
so
going.
when, you know what's been happening to me, and I thought it was a charger thing, but maybe it's an iPhone thing. When I plug in my charger that's worked forever, and then it just says this media is not supported and it's not gonna charge.
Yep.
So
That's
is
been
that-
happening.
is that
That's
them
been happening.
saying-
I know it's been silent for a long time when I start a phone call. No ring, no nothing, just
and then it-
silent,
and then the
then
person
it
just
kicks
talks,
on.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's been happening
I'm
too.
in like the worst predicament ever.
What do you
I'm
got?
still on an iPhone 8 Plus, and
Wait, let me see. Do you have a button on yours?
yeah, I have a button.
Wow, I kind of missed the
love
button.
It's a great button.
Yeah.
But my predicament is, I'm reason I'm not getting a new phone is because my iCloud's tangled with my mother's.
Whoa,
What does that
that
mean?
sounds super dangerous.
It's bad. Like, she doesn't get my text photos, but like if I'm near her, she gets like my phone calls.
What?
If you're
It
near
is
her?
the craziest.
No. That's not how
I
clouds work.
swear to God. Like, it's the only time it happens. She's like, oh,
Like-
why is this person
Like
calling me?
Dana.
Yeah, it's like
he'll
Dana's
call and your
calling me.
mom's phone will ring.
Yep, she's like, why is fucking Booby Head calling you? I was like, oh, well, I don't know.
What?
It's
dude?
not good.
Dude, okay, I was gonna say two different things here. I was gonna say one, I feel like that's one of the first moves in adulthood is when
Getting
you
off your parents.
But I am off my parents' thing.
When you stop getting every iPhone, and maybe it's just because I was
Oh.
spoiled. But like when it's like a new one comes out, like I need the new one. I need the new one. I mean, mine works. I'm fine. I don't need a new one.
Oh, I almost kind of think the opposite too, though. It's like where people, you can afford it and people just keep getting it. Like I used to stick around on the phone until it was like dead, like a piece
See,
of
I,
shit.
I,
and
I,
couldn't
could afford a new one, but like this works fine. Why would I why do I want to download all my
I'm a
apps and
cheap
fucking
ass.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that kind of shit? Like I'm just gonna keep my phone. It's fine.
You know what I
like,
mean?
it used to be crazy because like my parents would like give us their upgrades because they didn't care because their phone worked. So my mom had like the brick until like 2 years ago because she owed Apple a lot of upgrades
Yeah.
because they just dished them out to us.
And
I
now
would
you
always
get
think
it
it was
though?
crazy, and now I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm fucking keep this
You
phone
know what I
until it
think I
breaks.
might get? Because mine is breaking. It's doing the like. I don't think I can
Yeah, mine
hang
is
on to
breaking.
this one. So, they're doing an iPhone 12 mini. I don't like big phones.
Oh no, I'm a big phone guy.
I hate that.
Big phone guy.
big
I
phone
hate
guy.
when I'm like, I mean, I guess you got the hands for it with those sausage fingers. But like, if you're trying to do like one hand maneuvering and
Yeah.
shit, like the mini is back to the good old days of like, I think it's like the iPhone 6 when it was like, isn't it weird though? We used to like small phones were like the hot shit, and then all of a sudden it just started growing.
But I
now
think that's
motherfuckers are
because
walking around with an iPad.
You had small phones and a computer. I think a lot of people now just
have their phone.
rock their phone.
You know, I guess. But when you see some of these girls who like have
Like,
like,
I have
tiny
a lot of
paws and they have the
friends-
iPhone 12 Plus, and it's like, you can't use that thing.
Yeah, I mean you're right, but like I have a lot of friends who just like don't have laptops anymore.
Really?
And
I'll be
obviously we
honest,
need
I
them for
don't.
work and shit like that. But
have work.
and maybe they
Unless
have work laptops.
I have to blog or something. I don't use my laptop ever.
I mean I use my laptop.
Do you blog?
Less now.
Starting to.
I was gonna say these are things you guys probably shouldn't say this. Like, I don't even need an iPhone. I don't even need a
I've been
computer.
working on a blog for like 8 months. It's gonna be good.
But the other thing I was gonna say is, despite that being one of the first adult moves I thought of in my life, or I ran into in my life, it's one of the most childish moves I've ever heard of in my life. Being like, I'm just gonna stay on my mom's cloud.
Yeah.
It's the cloud.
Bro,
It's not-
what do you
and
like-
I'm off her plan. I'm on my own plan. It's just like I somehow am tangled
gotta pay
with
my
hers, and I am fucked.
You
Like,
You
gotta.
know-
can change that,
But then I lose everything.
bro. It's worth it.
I don't think.
What are you
so.
gonna lose? Pictures?
Phone numbers.
You can
doing the whole thing.
I'll help
is,
you out. I'll help you out. There's programs you can do with.
But then
with
I'm
your
like,
contacts.
also, I don't spend money on anything besides responsibly gambling. I really don't.
Right.
Like I literally don't spend. I'm the cheapest bastard in the world.
So why don't you get a phone? Get a new
I don't
phone
wanna
and get a new
spend money.
cloud. But you said you don't. You have money.
I
Do you pay? You have.
If
you live
I-
in your parents' house. Do you even pay
Thank-
rent?
No,
well,
he's
I have
vegetarian
an
now.
apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If I wasn't responsibly gambling, I would have accidentally overdrawn my account. If I wasn't.
So So you're good. You're not getting it. You're cheap.
I
You're
mean,
not getting
I'll
it.
see how much this fucking phone breaks. It's on its way out, so we'll see when it breaks.
I think
but-
I'm going iPhone 12 mini. Get back to the good old days. And they're kind of square. This one's a little bit of a throwback.
I don't know if I've seen
But I
it.
don't
Look
think-
it up
wait
real
Wait till
quick.
you're on a plane watching a movie on your phone and you're gonna be like,
I just don't do that though.
That's true.
You know.
I just
It's like, I can do all these things. I just don't though. So I need to tweet. It's a tweet machine. That's all my phone is, a tweet machine. But these people who are like,
Oh wait, it's even the brick too.
It's like a square. You mean right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Square.
Yeah, the square edges is the thing. But these people who are like so hyped up about it, they watch the presentation and all that.
That's
I'm like,
nuts.
come on, man. And they're unveiling like an what's it called? Alexa, basically. It's like this shit
Isn't
already
Alexa
exists.
just Siri?
Yeah, but it's like a home pod. It's called. It's like we've had
I see,
Echo
I
and
see.
Alexa and shit for a long time.
Okay.
Fuck you, Apple.
I see what you
Everybody
mean.
makes Apple such a big deal, and it really is. The whole thing. All I want is just not to have the green text.
I actually was
Otherwise,
gonna
I would have left
say-
these motherfuckers a long time ago.
I was gonna say that I didn't think it's a big deal this year. I'd heard a whisper
Well, you know
about
what it
it.
is because they didn't do. They can't do it like in person. So
Right.
usually
This is
there's
the
like a
first time-
convention hall and they're in a fucking like stadium to do it. This was just like a presentation on Zoom.
You just
or
told me the
whatever.
topics. I didn't even know a new phone was coming out.
Yeah,
Even
well,
that,
shopping,
like
yeah.
I didn't. Usually I see like it getting retweeted or stuff like that. I heard through the grapevine, but it didn't. There wasn't a moment where it took over my timeline
They're
because that
putting,
that used to happen at most of their
Yeah.
conventions.
The like State of the Union almost for
Right.
Apple, right? Bert Kreischer has a new show out, The Cabin, which seems very funny. I just watched like the first half of the first episode today. Within 30 seconds, Tom Segura is cutting open an emu with a chainsaw. He's like, "Rrrr," and Joey Diaz is like, what the fuck is going on here? So the show is Bert Kreischer went up to a cabin and he's trying to relax and get his CBD on and chill out, and he has all his friends come. Miss Pat is there, who is like the most, she makes people the most uncomfortable in the whole world. Miss Pat.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I very much enjoyed our interview.
So
with
do
her.
I. But like, remember what she was doing with Francis, and like,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
she just says whatever the fuck she wants, and people don't know how to handle it. And her latest victim was Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory, where she said right to her face, "I can't believe anybody watches your stupid fucking show. I can't believe you got paid $1 million per episode. Who the fuck would watch that?" But I mean, I think she was speaking for like everyone else in America.
She was
who
speaking
didn't
for the
watch that.
99%.
Yeah.
And-
But in this case, it's like
the
it's
reverse.
like the 75%.
The reverse
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
loud minority, I guess, is what
I
we
think
were.
there's like about half the country who watched The Big Bang Theory, which is bananas. But she spoke for the rest
I
of
mean, they
us
have a
who said,
spin-off fucking show.
"Yeah, the Sheldon,
That's
young
just
Sheldon."
crazy.
right?
Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Have you ever
The
watched it though, just to like see?
I liked Big Bang Theory in college, and then I think I
Really?
grew up a little bit. I mean, I didn't like watch it week to week or anything like that, but I would stream it on like mega uploads.
I
I remember
understand.
when Trent said he likes The Big Bang Theory. This was many years ago, and I was like, I think you just ended your career.
It was
Like we were at it was
a
at point where
jarring
there's only-
development.
there's only like a few bloggers, and we really prided ourselves on having a good sense of humor and picking out good TV shows. He was like, "I like The Big Bang Theory," and I was like, "You can't work here anymore. That's it. You can't be trusted ever again with your comedic opinions."
Yeah,
But-
like in college, I definitely had a stretch where I did like this sitcom TV. I
Ugh.
loved.
I
I mean,
don't
that
mind
was first of
some
all, that
of
was
them,
when
but that
Thursday
bad.
nights on NBC were fucking fire. That was The Office, Parks and Rec, Community, and
Yeah,
30 Rock.
Some of the sitcoms are fine, but just that's not one of them.
No, and then, but then I had Scrubs, which was ABC. I had a lot of sitcoms I liked, like the network ones, and I dabbled in Big Bang Theory. I never loved it, but I dabbled.
Do you ever watch any of those, Barney?
No.
Did
absolutely
the
not.
Mush household ever like get together as a team? I feel like you were raised by wolves in some way. Like I can't picture like the Mush household like sitting together watching TV. right?
Only show we ever did that was 24. That was literally.
alright.
What were
that
you,
was the-
3?
No. When did that come out? That
I
was
feel
in
like
2000.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
I feel like 24 came out in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
No. I
Came
don't
out in
know,
01, but went through like 2010, 2011,
Yeah.
came
Oh,
back
okay.
2014.
I'm watching Jack Ryan right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
great show.
I'm on like episode 7. I just figured I got to put subtitles on. I was missing like half the show, and I really,
Always
it's-
put subtitles on.
I can't because I don't like to read and do it at the same time. But it was like I thought just like half of it because half it's in a different country. And I was talking. I was like, am I missing things? I was missing things.
You're just watching 15 minutes of stretches of a show, being like, I wonder if I'm missing something.
And I wish
If
I
you
was
had
kidding.
asked that
I literally just,
You're missing things.
I literally just did it. It's a great show.
Yo, he's so fucking jacked in that, man. That's one of the all-time. Like I thought he was gonna be Jim Halpert for the rest of his life. And
That's
he
what
broke out of that.
We asked that today. It was like, who is like, because he was typecasted for so long. It was just Jim Halpert, and who
Yeah.
else is? Just like it's like George Costanza is like the biggest one.
I mean,
Well, Kramer, really.
Well, he's just racist.
Yeah,
but-
like he, but like he never broke out of it and then like lost his career, so he will forever be.
Jason Alexander, he broke out of it one time. Criminal Minds.
Really?
He
Well,
plays an
everyone's on that.
insane murderer.
I'll tell you what's
You
insane.
ever seen him on it? What he looks like?
I saw him play with him in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well that's the thing. He did Bye Bye Birdie and shit. He actually has some
little bit,
like in
yeah.
different kind of like corners of entertainment. It is insane how much you reference Criminal Minds, and the fact that you were able to pull this up like that. Wow.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Wow, you put it in, Mike. I mean, that is special.
Jason Alexander on Criminal Minds
Looks
is
sick.
an all-time.
Do you
look.
think he went in and was like, make me as ridiculous as possible? That is insane right there.
I'm gonna go home and watch this episode tonight.
Don't
It's a
make me
great
George.
episode.
Do you think that the TikTok kids have ever watched a sitcom, period?
No.
Legitimate question. Have those kids ever like
How old
put
are
on, they are anywhere from like 16 to 21 right now.
No.
Yeah, right? I mean, they
Yeah.
probably don't even have, we were talking to Mark Cuban yesterday, he was like, these kids aren't cord cutters, they just never had the cord to begin with.
Yeah.
So they probably never put on like ABC, NBC, CBS, none of that shit.
Oh, we just had what's her name? Brianna Chicken Fry just tweeted today. Like, I've started The Office. This show's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I actually haven't watched that either.
You haven't watched it ever?
I didn't like it at first, and then I've watched a couple episodes recently, and I love it. So it's
Yeah, like
I got along with
it
shows.
turns out the whole fucking world was right and you were wrong, Marty.
Yeah, no,
Which
I
is
agree.
something we'll
You
get
guys
into
are
in a
right.
moment. But the TikTok
You know that's
drama,
gonna be the last thing that happens in 2020, by the way, I believe.
what?
The Office comes off Netflix.
Wow.
Like just the
Like,
perfect
just a-
cherry on top.
Just a knife
it's
through
coming
the
off
fucking
soon?
heart.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta fucking hurry up.
It's on Peacock. There's NBC's streaming service and it's free, so you can still watch it, but it'll be off Netflix.
And
Oh,
that's
that's a
another
soccer
it's
thing.
another streaming service.
Peacock is what all the EPL games are on too. You have to pay for those though. Those are $4.99 a month.
The TikTok shit though, I
I pay for
know
them, whatever.
I
Up the
know
Reds.
everything going on in the TikTok world.
You're up
Oh,
on
yeah.
I
let's
have
go.
been in the TikTok
So Dave
world.
Dave is
I've been
doing
trying to
the
go to the
show.
Sway House for so long now.
Yeah.
Now I can because I have an in with Dave.
you think you'll get in?
I got that manager guy. Dave's not kidding. He's fucking nutbag.
Yeah.
He is crazy. But
So wait, what is that? What I missed that. So wait.
So I-
let me fill it in. So Dave is doing a show with Josh Richards, who is in the Hype House.
No.
No. All right, never mind.
Sway
You do it
House.
then.
He's in the Sway House.
Sway House.
He's a
I don't fucking
superstar.
know.
He's like top 5 TikToker. All of them are. He's rich as shit, and he was going out with Nessa Barrett. They broke up. They did a diss track on him. The Sway House literally is just all jacked, very good-looking guys with
Right.
their shirts off the entire time.
Right.
And
And they're all between ages of 16 and 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all.
An interesting dynamic of children living together with adults.
With the 45-year-old man.
But they're it's imagine being 20 and fucking
No,
like a
it's
millionaire.
insane.
And
It's
like
absolutely
I
nuts.
listened to the podcast and it was like he's like, yeah, I did get called like gay in high school, like for dancing on this.
Right.
It wasn't TikTok. It was Musically or something. It was
Used to be
called.
called
yeah.
Musically, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just like, yeah, I just blew up, and it's like, now. who's
Now
gay?
what, motherfucker?
Let's do it. And he's like,
Well, still me, but I have $1 million.
but still, like, I don't get why people.
But now I'm rich and gay, all
I don't
right?
get how people make fun of them. It's like, dude, they're 20 living with their friends in mansions.
Yeah.
Absolute man.
But I mean, you can understand why they do get made fun of.
I understand it, yeah, but I'm so like I
Right.
think
It's like, don't
they're-
get me wrong, you're being just a blatant hater. But if you take your shirt off and you dance around like sexy with your buddies, you're gonna get made fun of.
Yeah, but he's also
Why, he's a
fucking
Wiggledicking.
everybody. So it's like, again, he's winning.
Yeah.
I'm a sway guy.
If you could go
So
back
where,
in
okay,
time,
where would I? Is it all on YouTube, on TikTok, or do they have like YouTube channels? Like,
most of them have YouTube channels.
so
as
you
well.
watch those?
No, I watch just like TikTok. But you find
because they
everything out
vlog
on
and shit, right?
TikTok.
So you can find the
Yeah.
You can
short
vlog
one.
on TikTok?
No. I'm saying like they vlog, so you can watch that on
And
YouTube.
like people take their clips from YouTube and put it on TikTok, and you can find out everything. Then like even Josh Richard does his own thing and breaks down everyone's drama at the same time. It's unbelievable. I love it.
That is so much.
I know. There's way more I haven't even said. There's like 6 more houses.
You love the drama. You love to find out like who's kissing who and who's
No,
breaking up with
that's
who.
what I find funny. There's like this like Hollywood fix guy who goes up to like Charlie.
That guy's so funny.
Who's
What's
like,
his name?
oh, who you? It's
His
like,
name's
dude,
like
she's-
Spencer or something, right?
Yeah, something like
Fletcher.
Fletcher, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, Charlie, like I heard you sold your soul, and it's like, dude, she's 16, like get away, like, oh, who you dating? It's like, bro,
Yo,
get
there was
out
one
of
time
here.
Fletcher ran up on Charlie and was like, when are we gonna see your WAP dance? When are we gonna see it? And she was like, my mom won't let me. It's like, yeah, man, you're running up on a
Like,
16-year-old
dude.
girl asking her to do her wet-ass pussy dance. Like,
Yes.
yeah, no kidding, your mom won't do it.
But last night I was like it's called like the TikTok room. It's called right.
Yeah.
Shade room.
Shade room, and it was just like,
Well, there's
oh,
the TikTok room, there's the Shade Room, and then they
Yeah.
made the TikTok
Yeah,
room.
like the
which is
TMZ
the
for
the
TikTok,
spin-off
basically.
of the Shade Room for TikTok.
But the fact they were just calling Dave the interviewer, and like this
Yeah.
interviewer just tries to always get Nessa, like fuck the interviewers, like they have no idea what's going on.
Dude, I got roped into that because they posted my 1 Minute Man along with Dave's podcast clip, and one of the comments was in capital letters, why can't this old man focus on his mortgage instead of bullying kids 15 years younger than him? It's like, you're right, you're right. But,
Dude,
but I like that only 15 years younger, I'll take that.
Yeah, the dude, like their fans, like when we put out stuff, it's like, oh, this is gonna fucking suck, like this is gonna be bad, or like they love it. Everyone's like so proud of you. Oh,
I
this
know.
It's like good.
It's all
that must be
positivity.
I don't
nice.
think I'd like that.
It makes you
Well, they're
uncomfortable.
not,
doesn't it?
but that's
I think
younger
it would
people.
just
It's like,
be-
oh, this is so cool, like a podcast. They have no idea what that is.
Now, podcasts
Oh
are
my
washed.
In
God.
middle
Podcast
school,
is so
in middle
washed.
school, they have. It's like that's what their fans are. It's mostly middle school or like young high school.
Yeah. No, listen to a podcast.
So they're also everyone on TikTok is fucking supportive.
No, they get a lot of hate as well. But like on Twitter, I saw that TikTok people were like supportive.
I think it's also like, you know, your camp. They'll probably like hate you, but they
But
love
love
me.
the Sway
It's
House.
kinda
Kinda
Yeah,
like-
the hot
it's
house.
on a way lower level of us. It's like you have some people that are nice.
yeah, yeah.
And
Very
then a lot
few.
of people
Very
like to hate
few.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. so
I know way too much about TikTok. That just came out.
That just blew my mind.
I know.
everything I just heard.
you love the drama.
I mean, I'd heard it all, but hearing
you
you
could go
list
back.
it like that was
Yeah.
impressive.
if you could go back, I mean, I guess we all would just because, you know, you'd be a rich millionaire. But like, you would be a Wiggledicking.
Yes, 100%.
Would you?
I am a wiggle dicker.
But
You are, yeah.
I've
and
done-
you're actually pretty good. I'll give you
I'm
that.
not a
you're,
bad dancer.
You're a pretty good dancer.
Yeah, I got no ligaments really.
You would wiggle dick for like, let's say, you know, you're not like wealthy. Let's say you could be like in it and you do well. You're a kid, you're making money, but like you have to like take your shirt off and like,
Well, that
you know,
also
just
is.
grind
Well,
it
how
out.
much money do I make?
Let's say, I don't know, what's like
1 cent more than I make here. Done.
I'll pop
this
the
shirt
thing
off
with
right
TikTok
fucking
too,
now.
It's like, so you have 300,000 followers on TikTok. You're also like a nobody. star.
Yeah, I know, you
Which,
got
like,
big numbers, right?
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
why. Like, and this kid fucking Josh is like they're invested in like 4 companies. They have
Yeah.
equity in 4 companies, and they have their own energy drink. It's like I was 20 just trying to dog. That was it.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, man. What's crazy to think is that like guys like the Paul brothers are now like washed up. You know, those guys are probably like, ugh, like Jake Paul, like, all right, Grandpa, like, fuck off. It's crazy, man. All right, after show, Marty doesn't know what man-made means.
Well, I figured it out.
Oh, did you?
I thought it was like God made it. He's man.
Why-
It was just.
Why would man-made mean God-made?
I have always been told, and not told. It was just like because we were in Denver, right? And it was like a big ass rock in the middle of the golf course, and it was like, oh, I was like, man, that's man-made, right? That's not like they're like, yeah. So I was like, oh, yeah, God put that there. No one just made
That rock's not man-made.
No, yeah.
See, this
That's
is what
correct.
I'm saying. They're
That rock
conflicted
is
shit.
God-made.
That's what I'm
But-
saying.
but-
God,
So everyone said that. Everyone agreed with you on that?
yeah.
That a rock was man-made?
I was with Dana. So I mean, Dana also told me the fucking Hudson River was man-made. It's like 1,000 miles.
So the
long.
problem is you're talking to Dana, and he's stupid.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And Dana doesn't know what man-made means.
No, he knew what man-made was, but he also
he clearly did.
Rivers are not man-made.
some are.
Well, I mean, yes, it's possible, but like the general idea of rivers is not something that men
And
has
then like the Great Wall of China
constructed.
is 13,000 miles long and it's man-made. That's crazy. I thought that was just a big, like, pretty much
That
rock.
one could be alien-made.
Out of all the walls talk, so the Great Wall you thought was just.
I thought it was like a big, like a huge ass thing that was already there that we've made into a wall, not like start from scratch.
All right, I mean, that's not actually the craziest of ideas. But yes, when you say something is man-made, it means that, like, men constructed it.
That's sexist. I don't believe in that.
So I do believe some people think the Grand Canyon is man-made, right? Wasn't that part of it?
Yeah, that was brought up to us.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Yeah. I would love to go through, like, a list of things, like Mount Everest. What is that?
It's a mountain.
Who made that?
God.
Okay.
What about
That
this
was-
building?
This building was built by somebody, which is awesome. Just don't get me. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll be here for
I do
hours.
think
like
All right,
roads
we'll have a
and
different
shit.
question
The
for you
fact
then.
that, like, someone just, like, writes on a blueprint, and they're just
Yes.
like, okay, here's the building, and then they make it.
And roads are crazy. They all go into
What
one.
about,
But rivers also go into oceans, right?
Yeah,
They
it all
overflow.
kind of
Something goes into ocean.
Yeah, they all kind of go
The Erie
from one
Canal,
to-
man-made.
I don't know about
Can-
Erie.
I-
Panama, definitely.
Panama's man-made, yeah. What about, like, the Hoover Dam?
That's like beavers and shit, no? Which one's? Oh, no, they do dams. No, they do dams. No,
That's like
Yeah, no, they do
beavers
dams, and
shit.
this is a dam. It's just
not made by a
a
beaver.
little different than beaver.
They help though.
No.
They did help this
Well,
one, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, they
You guys do this for me every
imagine
time
if
I'm
beavers
on.
made the Hoover Dam.
they definitely helped for sure. They will. Them and Rick from Tucson were putting it together.
You're a doofus. That's the wrong
wait, how much money's in the ocean?
Oh, fuck.
What?
We only got, like, I got to jump on radio in 4 minutes. How much money do you think is in the ocean? Not like buried treasure, like bills of money.
Usable currency. It doesn't have to be an American dollar bill, but usable currency.
Like 940.
$940?
Yeah.
Wrong. It's way more. I said 17 million.
No,
No, but-
17
But
million.
Yeah.
even better than that, his reasoning is that, well, 2 or 3 times I lost my wallet.
Yeah, because
So a lot of people must have done that. And then he also says to me, have you ever been on a boat? Sometimes the money just flies off of it into the ocean.
Or what about bars, seaside bars?
But listen to this.
Right
When
out
you
the
go on a
window.
boat-
Whip
you leave,
right out
you
the
leave
window.
a tip on the table?
When you go on a boat,
Yep,
you
right.
just don't bring your wallet because you don't ever have to buy anything on a boat.
Yeah, but sometimes you go from a bar to the boat.
What life did you live? I
Fucking
didn't go. I think I've been on a boat once, like an actual like.
Well, then
friend's
how would you
boat.
know what happens when the boats? Don't act like you're the authority if you've only
I
been
think
on a
I
boat
am the
once.
I just
authority.
hung out with people who have boats.
Boats, man-made or God-made?
Some life you live.
Some life.
And then how about this? How about failed drug drops? You know how they do that? Like in the fucking Caribbean,
Boys too,
in like
yeah.
Cuba, they just fucking fly, they drop a bunch of heroin and then fucking
Now, honestly,
boom,
if
they
you
pick up this other
started,
thing.
if you started with that argument, we could have talked a
When
little
I
more.
was-
When you said you lost
Well,
your wallet,
I didn't have
in
that argument because I
Mackerel
wasn't smart
Cove in
enough. I had to hear it from
Narragansett.
someone else.
Dead people with wallets. When I was in counterterrorism, we would go on like the Coast Guard and like pick up dead people. It was like literally
You
like
picked up dead people
like
in the Coast Guard,
I
Marty?
didn't, but they told me like that's what their job was. I went on one trip with
Got
them to
it.
drive the boat. They're like, yeah, we just pretty much just wait for.
When were you in the
floaters.
Coast Guard? Is this
I
before
would like
or
when I was in
after the?
counterterrorism. They were like I did like a division day with them.
Some life you live.
When Marty starts a sentence with "When I was in counterterrorism,"
Yeah, it's the best.
it's like
The best thing
always
ever.
stunning.
That'll play every time.
That will
forever.
never not surprise you. I'll never
Yeah.
not be like, wait, what are you talking? Oh, yeah, that's
Every
right. He's right.
single
He did that.
time.
Counterterrorism.
Great
What a
world.
world.
17 million at least.